Hello and welcome to Modern Toy Fair Reviews. Today I am taking a look at the Medicom Mafex Dark Knight Returns Triumphant Batman. Let me know in the comments below if you've already picked this up, if you're still waiting for yours, even if you're still on the hunt for it or still deciding. Also, don't forget, if you enjoy this video, to hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews and weekly news. But pitter patter, let's get at her. Alright, as always, we're going to start with just how the figure turned out. So this face looks incredible. You've got the dark rings just like on the cover. You've got the line work through the scowl and his forehead. You've got all the line work and molding throughout his face. You've got pretty plain for the rest of the head, but realistically all the tension should be on that face. And you've got this plastic piece that holds the cape down, keeps it in place. The suit, unlike the first version, is a little darker. It's got a little more of a wash. You do have these tears throughout the bat symbol, which look really nice. Got some skin showing down through there. And then you do have the bright yellow belt with all the different pouches in it, which looks really nice and kind of contrasts with how dark the gray is and also with the blue. You've got tears in the arms, up in the shoulder, all those wrinkles throughout sculpted. Down the glove, you'll notice on the right hand, just like on the cover of the book, you do have the knuckles are all busted up and tore up on the glove, which looks really nice and really well done. And then if we switch over to the other arm, you'll notice he does have a bigger tear in this shoulder, and you've got all of that individual sculpted tearing throughout there. You've got more wrinkles coming down through the arm. You got that nice wash that really brings him out nicely. Better view there. And then this glove's a little more plain because you don't have any like damage or anything to it, but still like the way that it looks. Moving on to the legs, you've got some more tears. You've got a lot more of that wash bringing out the wrinkles in the pants. You've got a tear that kind of stretches all the way around the back of his leg here. You see that there. And you've got this knee one, which looks really good. It's got both like the outward and inward tear on it, which looks really nice. Boots, you've got a little bit of detailing in them. You got quite a bit of nice like sculpt to give it a little bit of texture. And then you do have the cape, which this one is a lot bigger than the last one. You still have that pleated look going throughout it, but it does kind of drape over him nicely still. And you see you've got the little points down at the bottom. So much longer than the other one, but still really nice. Next up is articulation. So we'll start with the head again. It tilts pretty far over to the left and to the right. Far as up, get it pretty good there. Decent amount down too. It does help. He does have it in the neck and in the head. Twists all the way around. And then arms go 90 degrees. You do have bicep swivel. And then you do have this nice butterfly joint. Oop, popped right off there. Let me get that back on. There we go. This nice butterfly joint kind of goes all the way around, full rotation. And then arm does go all the way forward and backwards. And then double jointed elbows. Wrist peg goes all the way back and forward. And then you do get the full rotation, 360 degrees on that. As far as abdomen, you got two joints in there, mid and at the bottom. Tilts both left and right. And then you do get some nice twisting motion at both, a little more out of the mid than the bottom. He does go forward quite a bit, and even more so back. Like you can get full on like Bane breaking his back level bend there. Legs do go out almost 90. This piece is separate, so it doesn't quite get in the way. And then you do have that kind of weird Mafex swivel at the hip, which kind of gets lost in there. You have to like twist it around to get it to come back, so that way you can properly pose him. There we go. So you can go forward, and then it's a little stiff, but you can go back, and then double jointed knee. And of course, you've got the ankle pivot goes pretty far forward and backwards. Got the toe joint, and then you can kind of twist it all the way around the ball joint so you can get all sorts of different angles and stuff with the foot. which makes it great for posing. So he's definitely not hurting for posing. Even the cape, you've got that nice wire going through on both sides, and this cape is a little bigger than the other one, so it is a little heavier, but it can still get some really cool looking spots there. Oh, there goes the hand again. Pop that back on there. And there we go. All right, time for some accessories. First up, we have these kind of slightly opened fists. Normally, I just use it to hold the cape. You will notice all of the right hands do have the busted up knuckles with like the molded in tears in the glove. Get some nice wash throughout them as well to kind of bring them out, make them a little more dingy. Then we have these gripping hands, which also have like open fingers so you can put the batarangs between them. As you can see, pretty open there. If we spin it around here, you can even see the gaps between the fingers there as well. And then we have the open reaching hands, the fingers all spread out. Again, you've got that nice kind of dingy wash over it, make it look dirty. And then we have these kind of karate chop hands. Normally, at least in the first release, these were for that pose from the original cover. But these, I guess you can just use them to karate chop people. And of course, you're going to get 4 little batarangs. Got some great little sculpt there. Some really nice shiny silver. They really kind of pop. And then you have the cowl downward, like it's draping over his shoulders. And then you've got the unmasked head and neck. So they actually just demolished it on this. This looks absolutely incredible. You've got that swollen eye. You've got all sorts of wash going through his wrinkles and everything, really making him pop. Even the hair mold, like, looks really good. Stays true to that kind of comic book look. And of course, you have the neck to go with this head, so that way he doesn't have just a random blue neck when you take his mask off. So this is also really easy to put on and off. So you just pop the head out like so, and then you take the draped over cowl, and let's see if I can pop this through. And let's do this a little different. Let's put this around the neck, so that way it's a little easier to work with, like so. And it just pops right in. You will notice you got a little bit of a gap there, but if you just kind of mess around with it, you can get it to lay flat like so. And again, looks absolutely incredible. And then the last accessory we've got is the stand with the posable arm. So there are screws, so you can tighten it if it's too loose, but it's pretty sturdy and can support his weight. Alright, quick size comparison. Here he is next to Marvel Legends Beast, and then the Mezco Batman. And then if we switch these out, we've got my custom Dark Leo from Super 7. Oops, get him to stand. There we go. And then we also have the McFarlane Last Night on Earth Batman. As you can see, Batman's a little taller, however Leo is shorter. And then this last comparison, we move these out of the way, isn't going to be so much for the height, but just to kind of show you the differences. So you'll notice that the regular edition is much lighter gray. There's not as much wash or anything like that. You can see it a lot in like the torso and the arms. So it definitely has some major differences. Last up, we're going to take a look at the box. Mafex always has these great simplistic boxes. You've got the logos down the corner. You've got the image of the figure there. In the back, you'll see you actually have that artwork from the comic book. Look at the top. You've got that Dark Knight's Return logo. Bottoms, just a bunch of warning labels saying, please don't put this in your mouth and choke. On the side, you've got more images of the figure and that Dark Knight Returns logo. Same thing, this time with him unmasked, holding his cape. Spin it all the way around here. And you've got all sorts of pictures of the figure in different poses you can put him in. You've got the different parts there of him unmasked and masked. And as always, it's simple, but it really works for what they're going for, and I dig it. Okay, so overall, I absolutely love this figure. It was well worth the wait. I know Mafex has a big thing where they delay things over and over again, but they knocked it out of the park. I absolutely love this. I actually enjoy this one more than I did the first one, and I can't wait to get my hands on the Armored Batman or the Batman Robin combo pack. But that is going to wrap it up for this week's video. Please make sure to let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings are about this figure. And as always, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out here on the channel. Make sure to check us out Fridays with me, Jamar, and or Nate. Always go over the weekly news. And if you like the figure photography that you see here at the end of the video, make sure to check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Modern Toy Fair. So hopefully we'll see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.